Today we are going to continue our jump start to Google Sheets, and we are going to see how some quick styling. So if you remember, we had prepared this sheet to put our data and see how to make functions, but there's no good to have this sheet blank without any styling. We had made some styling here, which is simple background colors and dollar signs from the numbering format. This will have a separate video, and italics, bold, and so on. So what other formats we can do? One of the basic styling that we can make from the sheets here, for example, that you can change the sizing of the cell simply by clicking here. So the column is adjusted to the size of the cell. So if you click here and select the complete area, and you select any of the rows of the columns and double click it, you will find that all the columns that include data is its width is minimized according to the data inside it. So Control Z, I will reverse it again because I don't like it to be that small, while the cells that does not have any data will remain with its size. Okay, so that's one of the ways. So you can select, for example, select all the sheets. You can select one of the columns, and then you move, and then you hold the mouse button and your right mouse button, and then you change the size. You will find all the columns, the size it changed. What applies for the columns applies for the rows. So if I come here, you will find that like this, and if you increase it a little bit, you can see here's a scale, okay, and you increase it a little bit, you'll find that all the rows has its size increase. That's one of the quick styling tools that you can apply to all your sheets. So either to justify the size, the height, or the width, or to adjust it, to fix it, or to adjust some of them only. It's up to you. Okay, that's one of the quick styling. Another quick styling that we can make is to merge some cells. So if I select like this, these cells like this, for example, and I come here, I can merge the cells. Merge the cells means that they are I act upon them as one cell. So like this, I write here, for example, calculations. Okay, but its alignment is to the left by default, so you can come here and adjust the alignment. So that's alignment to the center. So what about if I came and increased the size, the height of this row, but I want calculation to be centered in the middle. So that's, we had seen this one is the horizontal alignment, left, right, or center. Here is the vertical alignment, which is top, bottom, or center. Now it is by default to the bottom. I will make it to the center, so you can see that calculations is coming to the center. So what about if I like to give it some border? So you can come here to the borders. You can make borders to all the selected cells. You can make top border, middle border, border in the middle. Select all borders. Okay, you will find that this cell is having all its borders around it. If you select all the cells in this area and you selected all borders again, you will find that all these cells are having borders. Okay, so we had seen the borders, we had seen the merged cells. We can you can see here that you can write on an angle, so you can rotate your angle. That's no rotation. You can make it like this. You can see the calculations, and you can change it, and you can make it to a degree, or you can select your degree. You have different degrees, for example, -15 like this. So you can make writing on a degree. All this to make the sheets appealing to you, to have a meaning to you, to have some notification to you. Okay, so that's from the styling. What else is styling? We had seen here the sizing of the cells. We had seen the fonts. We have a lot of fonts that we can apply, and we have seen the merging and the and of course this one is a background. We can select a faint background for this cell. So the styling is important to make the sheet appealing to you or meaningful to you, so you can catch everything with your eyes. To close the area of the borders, we have some other tricks in the borders that we didn't test. For example, if I selected this group of cells, from here for the borders you can make more styling. So I will select from here, for example, standard color as blue for the bordering, and I will select all borders to be blue, and from here I'm selecting the double lines. So you can see that it's double lines blue. So you can, it's not simply this black borders, standard borders. You can make it, you can make colored borders. So that's an important part in the borders. So don't miss it. You can make great styling for your sheets using it. See you in the coming lecture to see how to make the formatting of the cells and the coloring of the cells and so on based on conditions and not based on the manual selections.